is drug science? It's often said that this medicine works and that unknown medicine does not work. But from our point of view, it's really ridiculous. The reason is that don't be surprised. The effect of the drug is similar to the cure of the illness, and it is fundamentally different. The reason is that the drug works only temporarily cures the pain, not the illness itself. I would like you to understand this point because it's the most important. This is because the idea of medicine understands that illness and pain are inseparable from each other. And I think that if pain is cured, both illness will be cured. And it is not possible to distinguish between illness and pain. It was, therefore, no matter how advanced medicine is, it is natural that the disease will not be cured. However, since I discovered this reason, it's no exaggeration to say that it's an unprecedented discovery in the history of the world. Here, I'd like to talk about pathology, but since illness is the pain that is eliminated by the natural purification action against the solidification of the drug poison. So to speak, the onset of the disease is the main cause of the pain. I made a mistake in medicine and thought that pain was the main cause and the illness was accompanied. So it was a fault of the main customer. This paradox suppresses pain with medicine. Medical care was born from this idea. What's even more troublesome is that I didn't know that the drug would poison and become a pathogen. So it's a double minus. I think this is a medical advance, so I can't say how stupid it is. Clinic, Clinicians do not heal according to the theory because they do not know it. So I often hear stories that they always have doubts, but it seems to be the the case. As proof of this, as you can see from the advertisements for drug sales in newspaper advertisements, it's never cured. It works well for various illness, reduces pain, improves re- 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 rejuvenates, has a powerful effect, increase, increases blood and flesh, is good for prevention, and so on. Moreover, the reason why the pain is relieved by medicine cannot be scientifically explained. It's only that it works if you take any medicine. It's just like a barbarian's cure with a balm. Above all, when trying to make a new drug, theo- theoretical science should be born first, then then experimental science. But it seems that is not the case. Most of them are accidental discoveries of or experiments by reasoning, and I have never heard of anything else. For example, the former is a British scholar who accidentally discovered a type of green moss during an experiment not related to medicine. such as his penicillin or the latter relic of Japan. Even his Salvarsan, which was discovered jointly by Dr. Hatta, was finally completed as a result of 106 experiments. So it can be seen that this is only a perseverance tactical magia hit. So both have nothing to do with science. In addition, it's a fact that no definitive fungicide is born even now, regardless of the fact that research has been continuing for decades. Even for all pathogens, I also recently heard that the antibiotics that we are proud of recently discovered had a great reputation at first, but recently we recognize the adverse effects and started these studies. Even if you look at these, there is no drug that has a decisive effect, regardless of the number of diseases, and that is why new drugs are born one after another. Therefore, trying to cure a disease with such uncertain drugs should be called an adventure. Also, in medicine, animal experiments are the only method, but there is no scientific basis for this, and it's not possible to aim at Magia, who probably thinks that this drug will work by mere speculation. You can also find out by trying it many times one after another. Therefore, we often hear that killing thousands of animals of one kind does not succeed. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a scientist. But true science should be that crazy. It should be researched and understood on a solid and rational basis, and its effects should be decisive and permanent. Is there? How about that? If after a certain period of time it becomes ineffective and new drugs are born one after another, where is the scientific theory? Just like fashionable products, medicines have fashion trends. Medicine is fashion, so they are a kind of product. It should not be forgiven if it's important for human life. Moreover, many are sold through short-term experiments, so if they are ineffective, they can be fraudulent. What was often said to be a saver at the time of the announcement of a new drug disappears before you know it. Therefore, the victims are a kind of victim, and they are made into rice crackers of drug dealers. This is because it dares to give a warning to the parties.